Hi there, this is Amanda Frankel with our Crafty Playdate, and I wanted to show you today another Celebration item. Celebration is just about over, but Stampin' Up! Has added a couple of new things. This is not one of the new things, by the way. You'll have to follow the link below to go to the new things in the description. But I wanted to show you this card here. This card was actually, we're going to use that later. This card was actually made originally by one of my friends, Helen Burnley at Blue Dahlia Designs, and she is part of my Wednesday morning blog hop. In this week's blog hop, we were supposed to case, which means copy and share everything, so basically scrap lift, a card that they have made, or a project that they've made, and kind of make it our own. And I will put a link directly to my blog post below so that you can follow over and see what I'm talking about. But in any case, this is the card she made, and she actually made it in some other colors. But when I looked at her card, and she did a couple different colored flowers, I was thinking, gosh, this card could be so easy in pretty much every color. And it uses this Avant Garden stamp set. And it uses so many of these stamps. You'll see, that was my ink pad. Sorry about that. You'll see she uses this one. She uses this one, this one, this one, and this one. Awesome. And of course, you could put one of these other things inside, and that would be great. Although I almost never stamp inside. But I wanted to quickly show you how to do this fast. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're actually going to do it in a different colorway. So this one I have used Pacific Point. This is Pacific Point, and this is just Pacific Point stamped off once and Wild Wasabi. This time we are going to use Watermelon Wonder. Watermelon Wonder is a super bright color and really saturated, and I thought it would also go really well with a little bit of that green peeking out from behind. And it's one of the in colors that's going to be going away, sadly, very soon. So I want to get my fill of it before it's gone for good. If you don't have this color, you need it. It's a bright orangish pink, and it's a great color to have in your collection. If you did order this ink pad a long time ago, you need to start thinking about getting the refills, because as of the end of April, when they announce the retiring list, these things are going to fly off the shelf and you're not going to be able to refill your pad. So be sure you get those. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to bring in a couple of things here to use. First of all, it is a photopolymer stamp set. So what that means to me and you is that it is completely clear. Those photopolymer stamp sets have no sponge, no give in them. So when you stamp, you want to make sure that you use a mat under your paper so that you get the most solid image. I'm also going to put a piece of grid paper over here because I'm going to be a little messier. I'm going to stamp off. I know, you're so surprised that I'm going to be messy, right? How does that happen? All right, I heard that. All right, so we are going to open our Watermelon Wonder, and I'm going to bring in the flower. All right, mine is a little stained. There are some tricks to not get it so stained, but I knew that I was just going to be using it quick and dirty, so I'm not worried about it. All right, so I'm going to put it in the same kind of pattern configuration that we had in this one, and I'll show you how I did that real quick. I did one here, and then I did not ink again, mind you, and I just did that like that. Now I'm going to ink. I'm going to put one here. I'm not going to ink again, turn it around, put one here. Now I'm going to ink again. See how that's working? And it really makes it look like you have a good bouquet of flowers of different colors, but you really only used one ink pad. All right, done with that color altogether, the Watermelon Wonder. And now we are going to use some Wild Wasabi. Wild Wasabi is one of my favorite greens just because I like to say it. So anyway, all right, this one, I am not going to, you know what, I want a smaller block. Sorry, I'm going to be a pain here and switch that out. I am going to go ahead and not stamp off on this one. I'm just going to add some leaves, ink, stamp, ink, stamp. It's okay if I go over my other color because my other color is so saturated. If you're using a really pale color for your flowers, then you're going to either want to mask a little bit. You know, I'm going to give you one more. Well, no, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm going to give you one here. I'm trying to do it as close as I can to this other one so you can kind of see how easy it would be to just crank some of these puppies out. You could have some birthday cards on hand and send one to everybody you know. because everybody needs one. All right. I completely love birthdays, so I'm all about birthdays. All right, now I'm going to use this stamp. This is the little one that seriously could be wheat also, but it's not in this case. It is my little leaves, and I'm going to use the same color, and I am going to not stamp off each time. I'm just going to put it in there like that. Okay, and then if you notice, she's got it now. Well, that's good. All right, if you notice, there are some little specklies here. I did this one in Soft Sky, this really pale blue, but I thought on this card it might be kind of fun since it's really saturated. I know, disreputable yellow pad, right? I was watercoloring with it. Oh, that's for another day. In any case, I am going to use some Daffodil Delight in there, but I am going to stamp off, okay? And now I'm going to just add some little bit of splotchies. I'm sure there's a better technical word. Splatter, spatter, or splotchies, as I'm calling them. Okay, it's very, very subtle. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. Can you see that? I know, lighting stinks. Sorry about that. Okay, anyway, it's kind of cute, and I like the yellow there. It kind of looks like summer has blown in. All right, now we are going to use our black. And you know my go-to black is the one that I dropped on the floor earlier. It is my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I love this ink pad. I love it. We are going to be using this stamp here. It is the little stamen. I think that's what it's called. You'll have to look it up. Alexa, what is that called? And I'm just going to stamp it, and I am going to re-ink each time, probably with my ones that I stamped off. Ooh, I don't want to do that. What am I thinking? Hold on, I'm just going to wipe off the edge of my stamp. If you ever, if you ever get some ink around the edges of before you go to stamp, go ahead and wipe them off if you get an opportunity, because you could do that. You could put a little, you see that? That looks like a place for an embellishment. All right, we're going to keep going here. We're going to pretend like that's not there because you guys are my friends. All right, you could, what I was saying before I got distracted, you could actually stamp off a little bit with your black if you are going to be doing it on the stamped off flowers so that it's a little less saturated. But I like that super saturated red like that. Look at that. Ugh, it's going to bother me. All right, in any case, we're going to cover this up. That looks like the sentiment is going to go there, right there where we're looking at it. All right, so this is happy birthday wishes. Perfect. I'm going to ink that up too. And mind you, this pad is not from foam. It is felt, so you do need to move it around a little, get a good saturated. And instead of going so high here, I'm going to go down here because that one spot is going to make me nuts that I got on there. See, now nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right. So there is my card in red. It is exactly, pretty much, except for the craziness, it is almost the same card. I'm going to go ahead and add some panels. I'm going to give you the size, the measurement of this panel. It's seriously just 1/8 inch smaller this way and 1/8 inch smaller this way than a normal card panel. So here's a normal size card base. Normal size card panel is the green. And then the white is just a tiny bit smaller, just a hair. I'm going to, there we go, dot, dot, not a lot, right? I'm going to put a little glue on there, wipe that with my finger because that wasn't supposed to be there, and wipe it on the table. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick this off camera, apparently. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here. Just a little pointer. When you are putting glue on a panel that's smaller than the panel under it, be sure that you're putting it on your smaller piece. For example, I wouldn't want to put the glue on my card base and then stick the panel on here, because what if I'm a really bad estimator and I go off the edge? So this way, if I put it right here, I know exactly where it's going to be. I'm going to move that out of the way. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and fold my card base. You know that this is the way that I do it. This is the way I roll here. And now I'm going to just put this right on the top. And again, if I were making this for somebody I loved, like I'm sure you are, I would put it on the inside too. I would put a nice sentiment on the inside, but I'm not today because I don't know. Maybe you'll be the recipient. If you want a birthday card from me, send me your birthday and your email address to my email that I'll put in the description, and I will actually send you a birthday card because I like birthdays. All right, so there it is in Watermelon Wonder, and you can see the same card in 2 colorways. Again, this was designed by my friend Helen, and she is a creative genius. I just changed it up with a little bit of off stamping first so that we look like we have a couple different colors of flowers with only 1 ink. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope that you will go to my store and check out some of the celebration offerings. In the blog post description below, I will list the link that has the new celebration offerings in it because they are only here for 1 more week, end of March. So be sure you get there soon. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.